Is it doable to become really good in lots of different guitar playing styles? So this is a really good question. I really enjoy this question. It was something that I was really wondering about when I was very young, and I wanted to learn pretty much every different guitar playing style under the sun. So, is it possible? Well, let's see. It's definitely possible, but it's not very probable. Mostly because in order to achieve that, you would have to start at a fairly young age, and you would need to play several hours every day, and also to have good people guiding you, good mentors, good music mentors. So basically, very talented guitar teachers that will guide you in each style. That makes it doable, once again, but not very probable for several reasons. Many people do not start guitar when they're very young, and then when they do start, they don't have so many hours to play, or they have several hours to play in practice when they're very young, but then once they hit 18 and they go to college, then things change, and especially afterwards when they get a job, things are even worse as far as free time is concerned. So this makes learning to play different styles quite more challenging. Now, there is something good there, and once you learn to play one style of music, then it becomes easier to learn to play the second one, and still easier to learn to play the third one, because there is a lot of overlap in different styles. So if you play good blues music, if you're a good blues player, it's going to be easier for you to learn to play jazz than if you didn't know how to play blues. And then if you want to take this stuff and then move to rock, this is going to help you with your rock playing. But again, each style needs a lot of work. So at this point, we need to really establish what do we mean by playing good in a style, because you can sound decent and authentic with a few months of playing and concentrating on one style, but to become really good, that's a different thing altogether. So if you're already a fairly advanced player and you decide to take up a new style, really, within a few months, you're going to be sounding okay to most people, but this is not the same as being a really good player. If you're enjoying this show and you want to be notified whenever a new video comes out, make sure you press subscribe right here, okay? And also press the notification bell so that you can get a notification every time we release a new video. And now, let's go back to our regular episode. I will give an example. In one of my CDs, there is this song called Progressive Minds, where I play some country in it for a couple of minutes. And there's been really a lot of people that complimented the country playing, my country playing on that specific song. And they came up with the impression that I'm a great country guitar player, which is absolutely not the case. So this 2-minute or maybe 3-minute country guitar interlude has pretty much everything I know about country music and country guitar all played together. So, am I able to play a decent country guitar solo once in a while? I would probably say yes. But am I a good country guitar player? I would absolutely not. So, you have to differentiate between being able to sound decent for a few seconds or a few minutes, or at best for one song or two, to being a good player, a very advanced, a very competent player of the specific genre of music, whichever genre that might be. To give you another example, let's take flamenco guitar, which is something that I have been working on for several decades. So, someone who's been playing for a couple of years is going to sound fairly authentic. So if you hear him play and you don't know, you're not really an aficionado of flamenco music, you're not going to be complaining, oh, why does he play this way or anything like that. But someone who really knows a lot about flamenco and is going to hear someone who's been playing for a couple of years, it's going to be very clear to him that this is not a competent and advanced player. So why am I going to this development for this issue? Well, once again, it depends what you mean by becoming decent at different styles or becoming good at different styles. If you're talking about just becoming decent, yes, once you have developed a certain skill level, even at one kind of playing, I would say it would take around 6 months to become decent, to become fairly able to get a decent sounding playing in another style. But if you're talking about becoming really good at it, then this is something that's going to take definitely years of practice, and not just practice, but also you need to have someone to teach you in the vast majority of cases. So there you have it. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you on the next episode of Ask the Guitar Coach. Until then, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and also send me any questions you might want answered. Write them as comments below this video. Bye bye.